This is Deborah at the Labyrinth, and today we're going to do what's called a devil's trap. And this is to trap any negativity in and around your home or wherever you want to put it. Usually it's put in the home by the front door, underneath rugs. You could place it under your bed. It's very handy. You can make many of them, put them all over the house, you know. Put them in places where people can't see them and they walk over, so it sucks the negativity in. It's pretty cool. And you don't need a lot of materials either. You just need a piece of parchment paper. And parchment paper is paper that hasn't been written on before. Usually paper that we write on every day has been recycled. So we have other people's energies on that paper. I don't recommend using that for spells, especially something like this. So you're going to get a piece of parchment paper, and it comes in many different thicknesses. This is a heavy one. And what I normally do after I do the devil's trap, because I have them all over the place, I laminate them. I get the laminate sheets and I put it on the top, and then you can slip it under the rugs, front and back door, under the bed, wherever you want to put it. I would not recommend you hanging it on a wall, because that's not what it's for. The other thing you need is a pen, and normally you would use your magic pen or a pen that you write spells with. But in a pinch, I guess you could use anything. Just make sure you clean the energies off it before you use it as a magical tool. So you've got your parchment, and then I've got this spell written that we're going to write on the paper, and we're going to start in the east and then make a circle and go all the way around like a spiral, keep going and going and going till we get to the middle. Then when you get to the middle, you're going to say the chant over and over and over until the energy is raised, and then it's going to go into the trap. And now the trap's activated, kind of like a mouse trap when you pull the spring back. Although I love my little meese friends, so don't do that. But so what you're going to do is you're going to ground, you're going to connect, and you're going to protect. So watch the video on the meditation, because you're going to be in an altered state. You're going to be raising energy from the earth, and you're going to be pulling energy down from the source of creation. So I'm going to read you the spell, how it's supposed to go. And it's a written spell, so you're going to need your pen, like I said. It can be placed under your mat, front door, back door, home or office. It works well there too. Or under the bed, under the car mat. I have to do that one. Under the car mat, or any other place where you feel prone to negativity. So you're going to start writing these words. All you spirits of disruption and disharmony, into this trap you are drawn. From the center, you can only return to your original domain. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start writing it to show you how it's done. So I'm going to start up here. I don't know how to start in the east, whatever. Ground, connect, and protect. If you want to do this in a ritual, you can. I've done this in a Wicca class where we've actually casted a circle. We called the quarters. We invoked the god and the goddess that was appropriate for the work that we were doing. We had all the correspondences such as candles, stones, and incense that relates to what we're doing. So if you're going to do it that way, yes, I would definitely do it that way. So we're going to write here, and don't write it little tiny, because I had people in my class writing it little, and it took forever to get it done. You don't have to write it tiny, just write it. So I'm going to just write it here, all you spirits of disruption and disharmony into this trap you are drawn. From the center you can only return to your original domain. Now you're not going to put any periods or anything. Nope, just keep going. Sorry, cameraman, I know this is going to, he's like, oh, screw this, right? Just bear with me. All you spirits, it's not going to take me long. All you spirits of disruption and disharmony And don't use the Twitter words or the internet like you or to. No, no, you got to write it out. You got to write it out. And not end with an end sign. Just letting you know. All you spirits of disruption and disharmony into this trap, you are drawn. From the center, you can only return to your original domain. One more time. Hey, it worked out pretty good. 3 times, right? Spells are good. 3, 6, 9s. All you spirits of disruption and disharmony into this trap are you drawn from the center. You can only return to your original domain. Now, I didn't put a period in none of this, and no commas, okay? Is that a good shot of that? Yeah, okay. So as you can see here, it started here and it went in a spiral. No periods, no commas. To the center. Now, you can leave it like that. You don't have to fill it all the way in. Some people are real anal. I know when I first did it, I went a little on the edge. Yeah, that's OCD right there. And little tiny, it took forever. You can write it just like this and leave the center open. You can also put a magical symbol in there if you choose to make it your own spell instead of just copying word for word what I say. You want to make it your own. It's kind of like a dog peeing on something. You're marking it. Mark it. Or you can go continue what I did until it's real tiny to the center until you can't write no more. Now, once that is done and you are connected and protected and grounded, you're going to repeat these words over and over and over. So I'm going to give you an example. I'm not really doing this. I mean, I am connected and protected, but I'm really not doing a spell in front of you. No. I like to do my spells privately. I'm going to just give you an example of how to do the chant, okay? Because as you're saying it, you're going to say, all you spirits of disruption and disharmony, into this trap you are drawn. From the center you can only return to your original domain. You're going to say that as you write it. And after a while, you won't have to think about it, like, oh, think of what I'm writing. So just keep repeating it over and over and over, because that's also putting you in an altered state. You're also raising energy also. Once you're done, you're going to keep saying it. All you spirits of disruption and disharmony, into this trap you are drawn. From the center you can only return to your original domain. All you spirits of disruption and disharmony, into this trap you are drawn. From the center you can only return to your original domain. All you spirits of disruption and disharmony, into this trap you are drawn. From the center you can only return to your original domain. All you spirits of disruption and disharmony, into this trap you are drawn. From the center you can only return to your original domain. See, now what I did is my voice became higher, louder, more intoned, and I was raising energy because I just did. I'm just going to let that... But I could have raised it more. As you see, you do it faster and faster with no breaths in between. And keep doing that until you can't do it anymore, till the energy is a fever pitch. Then you're going to let the energy go. Just stop feeding it. And focus on this and shove it in here. Go light. Just whop. Now this is charged. Now this is ready. Now the switch is on. Now it's working. Then you're going to laminate it, and then you're going to place it where you see fit. This spell is very easy. It's very old. It's one of the oldest written spells ever. I'm sure years ago they didn't do it on parchment. Maybe they did it in, I don't know, carved it on wood. Maybe they carved it on rocks. Maybe they wrote it in the sand. Maybe they did it and wrote it in wax. Who knows? But, you know, there are instances of people leaving markers. That's where we have When they build a house, they put what's called cornerstone. Those were for protection originally, the cornerstone. So you might want to look that up, research that. People for years and years have used symbols and objects to protect their home, and this is a very old spell. And the reason, you know, all you Wiccans out there that got your little brooms up your butts, the problem, like, oh, the devil, this is about negativity, and you have to remember, people looked at negative spirits and called it different things. People still use the word demons. People still use the word the devil. It's universal. We all know what it means. Something ugly, something mean, something nasty, something we don't want. So we're going to take that and put it into here. You can also research this. This spell's been tweaked from a very ancient spell. I'd like to know if you research it. I already know the answer, but I'm giving you some homework. Find out where this spell came from. Find out what's behind this spell, and you will be very, very surprised and see how far back it goes. So I'd like you to try this and let me know your experiences. Maybe you've used different materials. Maybe you carved it on a rock. Maybe you painted it on a rock. Maybe you've written it in the sand or put it in a piece of paper, just one little piece of paper, not a big one. Let me know the materials that you use and how you do it, because I'd like you to make this your own. Use this as a template. And if you're really afraid and don't know, you can use it, but I'd like you to be a little creative with it. So let me know how you make out with this spell. And if you have any questions, you can also give me a call here at the store, Monday through Saturday, and then also Sunday, 12 to 5. Leave a comment, subscribe. Someone please watch these videos. They're costing me money. And thumbs up or thumbs down, I don't care. Thank you very much, and let me know how you make out with the devil's trap. I think it's very interesting. It comes in handy, and you'll use it for the rest of your life. So thank you, and have a great day.